Alright, boys and girls, and welcome to Growing Guitar, a very cool song here from Nothing Nowhere, Pity Party. Pity Party. Alright, so we need to look at this song here. We don't use any capo, but we have a drop D tuning. So I'm not gonna do any big speech about how to do that. You can go to YouTube and search for drop D tuning on a guitar, and you'll find numerous tutorials on that. I can just mention that this E string is where I've dropped this from E to D. So that means when you match up the strings here, you will combine the open D string will sound like this new E string, just much cooler and darker. All right, so that's the difference here, and that's what drop D tuning is about. You drop this E string to the D and match up with the D string. All right, so basically just a quarter turn is usually what we need to do here to turn this knot towards you. That's really what it's about. Anyway, drop D tuning, let's go for Nothing Nowhere's Pity Party. So what you need to hold here is just not really chords. We'll go with this picking pattern. So I suggest you glue that mid finger to this second fret D string, all right? You will work with your little pinky and your index finger. So mid on this second fret D string, and then the first position is this one, a little bit stretchy. This is how I do it. If you find a better way, it's up to you, but I'm gonna give you the notes and you will have to solve that in your way, but this is how I do it. So mid finger on the second fret D string and your little pinky on the fourth fret E string. That's the first grip. You're gonna play this part. So that is fourth on E, open A, second D, and back to open A. That's the first grip. You play it just once. Then you go to this position. You still keep that second fret D string with your mid finger if you wish. I now use my index to go over to get the second fret E string. I'm gonna play this part. So that will be second E, open A, second D, and back to open A. You play it just once, like we just did, and then you're gonna play the final, which is just everything open except from the second fret D string, still there. You're gonna play this part. That was 2 rounds, so 1 round is, you're gonna play it twice. So that is open E, open A, second D, and back to open A. And when I mention open E, of course, that is the original string. I mean, now it's the D string, but just to separate them from each other, this is still the E when I talk about it. So again, open E, open A, second D, and back to open A. You do that for 2 rounds, so. And that's the end of this melody. So 1 round of it into the second round will sound like this. And again. You can play that through entire song. You can also switch it up like I showed you here in the introduction of this tutorial with a strumming pattern. And if you choose to go there, the nice thing with the drop D tuning is you don't have to hold much when it comes to playing on the bass strings, which we are gonna do now. You can just hold a finger like a short little bar and just move it around. It will sound cool, all right? So that will be 4th position. Just place your finger of your choice and bar the bass strings there. We're gonna use the same strings here, so E, A, and D string. So you can play on the 4th fret here. If you go there, you can play the strumming pattern that goes down, down, clap, down, like this. All right, so. So down, down, clap, down. That's 1 round. And then you go from one round here on the 4th fret to the 2nd fret and play one round there as well. And then you go to play just open strings for 2 rounds. So together to the sound. Or that pretty much, my friends, covers Nothing Nowhere's Pity Party. Give it a try. Cool to drop some tuning sometimes and get a little bit darker. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, feel free to support me here on Going Guitar. You know how. Give a like on this one. Subscribe to this channel. Perhaps a comment. I read everything. Perhaps I'm not answering everything, but I read everything, and I try to do my best to reach back to you guys. So thank you for all, and until next time, play tuned.